Hey guys, welcome back to Arie Moore's Makeup Room, where we learn and grow together. Guys, I am back with another tutorial. Today I am going to be showing you my two-step process to achieving the best easy flawless under eye. Guys, the highlighted area is almost one of the hardest to do, and it's not just because it's just super hard, it's just because we be missing some of the steps and stuff. So yeah, if you struggle with like creasing and your highlights, like your concealer and stuff, just kind of like washing away throughout the day, guys, this video is definitely for you. So do take some time before you get into this video. If you are new to the channel, please do take some time to subscribe, guys. Make sure you go ahead and like this video and leave some comments down below. All right, let's get it. Let's go. So when I first got into makeup, it was very difficult to achieve the under eye look that I was like really searching for. Like, I couldn't figure out the products that worked for me. I couldn't figure out the right concealers that was hydrating, because everything was just drying my skin out, and it was just such a frustrating process. And I just didn't know what needed to happen in order to make sure that the application of my concealers in my highlighted area was very smooth. I didn't know how to make it last all day, because what was happening to me was once I would set my powder on, everything immediately would start to kind of crease and cake up. And it didn't matter how little or how much I applied to my under eyes, it would just literally crease almost immediately. And I was always following all these YouTuber steps and stuff, and nothing would work for me. I would ask for advice, and advice that people was giving me just did not work for me at all. And then I figured it out. The things that people was not telling me or telling other people that was watching their content or asking them for advice was hydration. They'll tell you to prime your face and moisturize and do your skincare prep, but when it comes to actually applying your concealer, most of the times they would just go straight into applying concealer, and we will wonder, why is it that their eyes look this way and my eyes look a totally different way when I follow the same steps? Well, the trick is hydration. So you do want to do your typical skincare prep, your skincare routine, and follow whatever you do on a day-to-day basis, but you also want to make sure that you have a primer for your under eyes, which actually I can go ahead and show you guys. I do use the Milk. This is the Hydro Grip Eye Primer base. This is amazing to apply your concealer. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I use this, how I hydrate, and I also use a serum. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and let me just show y'all the serum, y'all. This is the serum that I have. You can use pretty much any serum, but this is an eye serum. So having that two-step process or three-step process, it really depends on you, how much hydration you need. Using like my regular moisturizers and my eye creams, and then my serums and my hydrating primer before applying my concealer, it really works for me. So I'm just gonna kind of briefly show you guys what I do to kind of get that smooth finish for my under eyes and my highlighted area. So yeah. So I do have this serum placed under my eyes, and as you guys seen, I use my fingers and I just kind of kept patting my eyelids while looking up so that everything can kind of get into those creases. And I pretty much just do that until it actually dries. Once it starts to dry up, it gives you that tacky kind of feeling, but it's super hydrating, and I absolutely love it because it gives that grip to the concealer as well. Now I'm gonna go into my Milk eye base primer, and what that is going to do is it's going to add that extra layer of hydration, and it's also going to hold that, because it's a primer as well, it's going to hold that concealer in place for the full day. It's going to give me time to add my powders and stuff to set everything in place, and it's just going to keep everything from creasing underneath, which is really good. And that is the trick that I've been missing all this time, guys. So let me just kind of show you guys the rest of this routine. Okay, so while this primer kind of sits and soaks in my under eye, this is a perfect time for me to go ahead and start applying my foundation. So I'm not going to be doing that on this video, but what I do is I prime my face and I throw my foundation on, and I avoid this under eye area here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now that the foundation part of my makeup is fully done, it's time to go in and conceal. So I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place concealer in the shades 10 and 16. 16 is a lighter shade, and then 10 is the darker shade. So this is more my color. And the two shades together is just going to give me a little more oomph and a little more highlight without too much highlight. I don't like a lot of highlight in my under eye area, but the two shades together is perfect. I'll give you guys a close-up so you can kind of see the shade difference really quickly. But yeah, so what I'll do first is I first go in with the darker shade, and then I go over top of that with the lighter shade. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let my concealer sit between 3 to 5 minutes. In that meantime, what I'm gonna do is go into that shade 10, and I like to just kind of place like a couple of little slithers there, a little bit of bridge right there on my nose, and then a nice little dot or two right there on my chin. Now if you want to, you can go in and do more of a contour here and here. That part is optional. For today's look, I do want to go ahead and do that just because I want to add a little more definition to my look. So I'm just going to add just a couple of little lines, and then just do a couple little slithers here and here. And then I'm just going to kind of let that sit up and let that dry for 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'll be back so that I can go ahead and blend everything out. Before I do go in and blend, I do one nice spray of setting spray over my entire face, and then I start to kind of blend with my concealer brush. So you guys will see me blend. Okay, so I am done blending everything out, and the very next step is super important. What we're going to be doing is going in with our translucent setting powder very lightly, and we're going to set the under eye. We're not going to bake, we're just going to go in and set. So instead of doing a voiceover on this part, I'm literally going to talk you through it. So I'm just going to open it, put a little bit of powder, shake it out on the top, and then this is what you guys are going to do. You do have to look up. You don't want to keep looking down and it's just going to crease, and then you're going to end up setting your creases in place. We don't want to do that. So just do one eye at a time. So take the brush that you use, look up, and just kind of pat very gently and get all of that blended in really nice. And as you do this daily, you kind of know like what's what, okay? And then I'm going to stay looking up, and then I'm just going to dab my brush, and I'm just going to take off so much product off of this brush, okay? And then I'm gonna go right back into that same spot, and we're setting it in place. Very lightly, just setting everything in place. Everything is nice and smooth. I literally can feel it. It's amazing. And then do the same thing on the other eye. So the very next thing that you can go ahead and do is safe to just go into that same brush and just go ahead and apply it into all of the other highlighted areas, just like this. You don't need a lot, so definitely tap out as much product as possible. And doing this step is just really amazing. Like, it just has made such a big difference as far as in how my makeup look, how it looks on my clients. I just absolutely love doing my makeup this way. It just keeps everything really nice and natural. So I'm just using this brush to kind of just push everything down. And then just the less products, the better, trust me. So you can even go right back over that, over the lip, okay? And then the very next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go into our Maybelline. This is in shade 312. I love, this is a lighter shade, by the way. I love going over top with this. So I just tap it, get all the extra out, and I just do just like this. So I start right here around the nose, and then I take what's left over under my eye. This just adds some kind of color back. It's not going to take away from any other highlights. It's just going to add the right amount of powder on top. So just extra security, baby. So just like that. Just like that. Same thing with the other side. I like to start here in the nose and then work my way up. And then off camera, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do look into the mirror and I blend out whatever harsh lines need to be blended out, because sometimes when I look into the camera it's a little bit hard, but for the most part you guys get to kind of get an idea as far as what it is that I do. And then same thing on the chin. The makeup is cute. I love creative makeups, guys. I love me some creative looks. I love me a creative look. And then we still have to go in and do our contour, but I'm not doing that on camera. I'm actually going to be doing that off camera. So guys, let me finish. Well guys, as you can see, this is just an easy everyday step to achieving a flawless under eye, guys. Like, I swear by it. Obviously if you have creases and all that stuff, it's not going to be able to just like eliminate every single thing, but to be able to just hydrate and do these extra steps every single day when applying your makeup, it's going to make such a big difference. It has made a dramatic difference for me, and I swear by it. I absolutely love it, guys. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, guys. Do take some time to go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you guys go ahead and like this video and leave some comments down below as far as some tips and stuff that you guys would like to receive in the near future. I am finally back recording again, so I'm super excited, guys, to be back. And yeah, guys, until next time, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.